Yo, hello, hello. Yo, hello. So, little spontaneous live stream today. Just want to trade a bit with you guys or watch the charts with you guys. Also want to talk a bit about the FTMO accounts because in the last live that I did last week, I think I did not talk about the FTMO accounts at all. So that's what I want to do in this video. But actually, I was not talking a lot about the FTMO accounts because there was just nothing to talk about. And this is what you will see in a second when I go over the accounts. It's just not a lot going on in the FTMO accounts. It's just a lot of sideways, a little bit down maybe. But yeah, let's have a look at this together. So let's just go through the FTMO accounts one by one. So today it seems like this will be a good day, but this is just one of a few good days lately because, as you can see here, this is the 100K range breakout EA challenge. Yeah, it's not great. It's just again below the starting balance again. So not too good. Also not too bad. It's just not a lot going on in the account. Just a lot of up and down a bit, and that's why I didn't really make a lot of updates because it's just not super interesting. I'm on my second screen. I'm searching for the metrics right now, and yeah, this should be for this account. Yeah, as you can see here, I don't know, like since I started trading this account, which was nearly a half a year ago now, nothing happened actually. It's just a bit down, it's a bit up, it's a bit down. There's nothing really happening. Yeah, I know this day here was crazy, but after this day, like the last few weeks were just completely not good. Yeah, just a lot of small losses stacking up, and yeah, just no profits lately. So the same, of course, for the other two accounts where I trade the same strategy. This is the verification account, like the one challenge that I passed, which is only a 10K account. Also a little bit negative, of course. Then we have this account, which is the this is actually interesting. This is the account where I trade the fixed lot size, like 0.1 lot for every trade. And if we have a look at the metrics here, it's interesting that this is somehow stable. I don't know. There are not, like the fluctuation during a single day is not so strong because of the fixed lot size, of course. And it's also sideways lately, but it's I like to compare this one to the accounts where I trade with a 0.5 lot size because this one is a lot more stable. And in this account, also the GBP dollar is profitable, which in the other accounts I think is not the case. But yeah, this is for the range breakout EA accounts. The range breakout EA is traded in these three accounts here. And yeah, as I said, not a lot going on, not a lot to talk about. And then we have here the stock trading account. This one, I think I talked about this one briefly in the last live. This one is doing great. It's close to the all-time high that it has seen so far. If I show you the metrics, yeah, you can see it here. It's been a little bit better here and here, but it's still in a very good spot. But yeah, this is of course also because of the US tech, which is strong the last weeks. This of course where the recovery is coming from lately. But yeah, this one is doing super, super good. And I'm a little bit sad that IC Markets has a different pricing structure for stock CFDs. Otherwise, I would trade this strategy for sure also in my live trading account. See here, the profit factor is very, very good. For a live account, this is very good. And yeah, the profits are coming from Apple and Amazon, but also Tesla and Meta are not that bad. Meta was a lot worse before, but it really recovered with 1 or 2 strong days, I think. So yeah, this is the stock trading account. In my opinion, it's doing very, very good and somewhat stable. I mean, it's still trading after all. And this is, yeah, I don't know. This is where I trade the go long strategy, but I cannot really trade it like I do it in the IC Markets account because of the different spread during the different hours with FTMO. FTMO just has, I made a video about this already. FTMO has kind of unfair, super high trading costs. Like overall, I would say, especially in the early hours, you cannot really trade indices because of the huge spread. This is why the performance here is, it's not where I wanted to see. Because all of the markets here are literally at an all-time high and still the account is more or less break even, which is not good because I started trading when the price for the indices was way lower. But yeah, I don't know. I would just observe this a bit. And yeah, that's for the FTMO challenges. So you can see there was not really the need to talk about this a lot because there was just nothing really going on. So it's just not super interesting. And if I do not make a video about anything, it's just because nothing really happened most of the time. So yeah, that's why. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have a plan for this live stream today. Just make sure that if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat. And yeah, I will look over them. And besides this, let's just watch the trades bit. Oh yeah, there was one question about how many strategies I have on the FTMO account. And I think I just answered the question in the last minutes without even reading it. So yeah. Then what strategy have been the most profitable not based on the backtest? And not based on the backtest range breakout EA. But not based on backtests, I have very few strategies that I trade for multiple years where I can really say something about it. How do you calculate the lots without using a stop loss, but only percentage of account balance? It's not possible. I mean, it is possible for only long positions because then you can say the stop loss is the zero price pretty much. But if there is a short position, you cannot calculate the risk if you do not set a stop loss. You could have a virtual stop loss where you say like, I will calculate the risk based on, let's say, 1,000 points. But if you do not have a stop loss at all, you cannot calculate a percentage risk. Just do the math. It's just not possible. No, I never cashed out from FTMO because I never passed the challenge. Can you apply the automated trading on mobile? No, you can only run the programs on a desktop MetaTrader. So usually you rent a server for this purpose. Like for example, this what I show here in the stream, this is also a server. So you can see this is I'm connected via remote desktop, and this is not my local PC. The programs are running 24/7, and of course I could do it on my local PC, but it just doesn't make sense, right? So I run it on a server, and that's what every automated trader or algo trader does. What's the name of the indicator? This is the moving average. It's the only indicator that is on the screen right now. The boxes it's not an indicator. I mean, it depends on the definition, but this is the range breakout expert advisor, and it creates these boxes. And the indicator is the moving average. Hey René, what's your final criterion to pick EA for trading? A good performance, I would say. And this is hard to figure out, but since we never know the future performance, I rely heavily on backtesting results. And so far this has worked kind of good. But that's actually my only criterion. I want to see backtesting results that are realistic, somewhat stable, and that I believe could be replicated in some way in the future. Of course, not one-to-one, but is this a live account, a 50K fund? This is like what I have on the screen right now. This is a live account, like real money account, and the other, like the FTMO accounts here are, of course, FTMO accounts, so demo accounts. But these are also not funded accounts. These are 4 challenges and 1 verification account right now. Like this is a verification, the rest is challenges, and this is live. And this is also live, but this is just a very small account. Have you ever tried testing the robots on FTMO? Literally do it right now. So yes. Hey, I want to help. Hey, I need a question to help you. And you just reached me, so you can just ask me anything here. How do you apply the program on a virtual server? Like the server, the VPS here, and this is a VPS, and on the VPS, like here, the VPS is pretty much just like a local PC. The only difference is it is not staying at home, like at your at your home place, but it's in some server rack, in some server farm. But you can see here, like on the server, you just have like a desktop and everything. So I just install the MetaTrader on my server, and I just run the programs in the MetaTrader. So it's completely the same as if you would run them on your local machine. So there's no difference. It's not complicated to set this up. It's super easy. I also have a video about this on the channel. Did you try high frequency trading systems? No, I did. I tried some scalping approaches, but I think it's not really sustainable in live trading because of slippage and stuff. Maybe there are strategies that are profitable, but in my opinion, scalping is not really like CFDs and Forex because of the huge trading costs that we have as private traders. It's not really clever to scalp or to do even worse, to do high frequency trading. But this is my opinion. Many people think differently. Can you solve one of my doubts in coding, please? Yeah, bro, just give me the question. I don't do one-on-one support for coding, so you can post it here. Of course, I don't share my WhatsApp. Sorry. Do you recommend? Bro, don't ask me for my WhatsApp. Okay. Do you recommend learning C++ before learning MQL5? No. If you want to learn automated trading strategies, programming, I recommend learning MQL5 because in the end you need MQL5 to write these training programs for the MetaTrader 5, so there's no need to learn C++ before. Also, C++ is more complex, I would say, and you learn a lot of stuff that you do not need for automated trading programs. But if you, and also if you start learning MQL5 and you write your programs and then you feel like you need more resources, then you can still have a look at C++. But I think learning MQL5 first is totally fine. This is how I would do it. What's the time settings on which the me zone? You're probably asking for the range breakout EA. I have a lot of videos on my channel. Just go through the videos, and I talked about the settings a lot already. I have different settings in every account pretty much. Like here, 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 and here. In these accounts, in all of these accounts, I use the range breakout EA, and I always use different settings. And also in this account, like it's my most used strategies. And in all of these accounts, I use different different symbols and different settings. So yeah. I've made a lot of videos about this on the channel. Is that paid? Like what is paid? The VPS, yeah, the server is paid. I pay for it. I pay like $60 per month, but there are also way cheaper solutions. You can rent a VPS as cheap as like $10 per month. It's really not expensive. It's cheaper than Netflix and it provides more value if you trade. Is it live? Yeah, like as I said, this account here is live. That's on the screen right now. Are you willing to continue the SMC indicator and build an expert advisor? Not really. No plans to work more on this. Can I get your mail ID? I'm sorry, as I said, I do not provide. I don't want to provide one-on-one coding support. I just don't do it. So no need to ask me specific questions about your specific code. What's your starting? Like if you want to fix your error, just learn how to code. And this is not meant to be rude, but just learn the programming basics and then you can fix your own errors. Like my time is not enough to help everyone fix their coding errors on a one-on-one basis. So I have more leverage in my time if I just do coding tutorials for many people on YouTube, for example. What's your starting capital for this strats? Like in this account, I started with 5K and then I had to invest another 5K and another 5K. So out of these 18.4K, 15K are my own money or the money of my company. But like 15K is live money that I invested and the rest is profit right now. Yeah, the server, like the VPS, I pay for it, as I said. I do not think there are free VPS servers. Have you ever tried PineScript? No, never. Did you know that James Simpson, the master of Algotrading, just passed away? I don't even know this guy. But sorry to hear this. Yeah. Okay, finish the questions. Yeah, I believe you that James Simon was the first, but also I don't know why I should research this. I believe you. And yeah, 60% in a year is nice, but there are many people who made 60% or more in a year. It's just, the question is how sustainable it is. It's not hard to make like 60% in a year if you go risk. if you made it like 5 years in a row, then it would be would be very good. But like just 1 year doesn't really say a lot. Yeah, coding seems hard in the beginning because it's kind of difficult and it's a specific way of thinking, but it's definitely worth it. And once you get into this, into the mindset or into the thinking that you need, the logical thinking, it only becomes easier the more you learn. His EA made 44% per year average since 40 years. Actually, I don't really believe this. Because this would be crazy. I'm Googling this right now, but I cannot, it's hard to find the information so quickly. Yeah, I Googled a bit and it looks like it's really very good or profitable. Yeah, interesting. Would be interesting to see how it works and how the risk settings were, like the risk reward ratio, pretty much. Okay, let's have a look at some more comments. Some EA closing traces. if your EA is closing the wrong trades, then it's a problem with your code. So you have to kind of have to check, like just check your code and why it is closing EAs or trades with the wrong magic number. Is it possible to be profitable just with EAs? Yeah, of course. Should I use inputs as long as? I always use a input parameter or a input variable for my magic number. Looks like the profits come mostly from indices and gold. Yeah, I think so. I just uploaded a video yesterday. Yesterday I just uploaded a video where I made the analysis, like what strategy in which chart made which performance. So if you're interested, just watch the video from yesterday. Don't you think that 50K for self-sustainable trading is quite a lot for entrants? I don't really understand the comment. What do you mean with a lot? I trade indices, gold, and crypto only because intraday volatility in FX is too low. High frequency trading is viable for trading. I'm not a fan of high frequency trading because as a private trader, you have if you use a normal commercial broker, you have really high trading costs. It will be hard to be profitable with high frequency trading, I think. Maybe if you use a very cheap broker like Interactive Brokers and you have a lot of volume, so you get up in their tier structure that you have the cheaper trading costs, then you can maybe think about scalping or high frequency trading. But with a normal broker, I don't really see it. Yeah, I don't know. With your magic number problem, it's hard to say anything without seeing the code. I mean, is this an expert advisor that you wrote, or is it something you found in the internet? If you wrote the program, just check the code. I mean, yeah, this would be the best and easiest way. Why does the trend tracer account not work with 10 to 40 USD account? It does not open any position. I don't know. The trend tracer EA should work in any account. You can just set the lot size. Should be a very small lot size, of course, like 0.01 lot. And then you still need a huge leverage. I don't know, like 10 to 40 US dollars is not a huge account. René, what's your IC trading partner account? Do you want the account number? I don't see why you need this. Why is it that when it is backtested it works, but when you put it live it doesn't? I don't know. You have to look in the journal of your MetaTrader. Like here you have the expert journal and also the normal journal, and there is some documentation going on. And often if expert advisors do not work or if orders cannot be placed, etc., you will see error messages that will help you to understand the problem. If you have a IC trading account already, you can link it to my referral ID. I can post it in the chat. You can ask the support if they can connect it to my referral ID, and then you still get the cheaper commissions. So I have a referral ID for IC Markets and IC Trading, and yeah, I just posted it. Just tell me, should I use input unsigned long for settings magic number or input integer? It's not like one is better than the other. I always use integer, but if you use long, there's no difference. Like this doesn't make a difference. The problem is somewhere else in your code. do you use Monte Carlo tests for your EAs? Not really. I have never used Monte Carlo simulations before. Now, since I work with the strategy quant team and I use the quant analyzer for portfolio analysis, I can use the built-in feature for Monte Carlo simulations. But yeah, until now, I never really did this. Are scalping EAs a profitable approach? I don't know. Like, I never had a profitable scalping EA, but I've seen some EAs that were profitable for a time. I just don't really know how sustainable it can be in the long run because of the slippage and the huge trading costs. I mean, for some time, it can be profitable for sure. But in the long run, I don't know. Hello. And what's the TSI at the end of the EA time range breakout? What's TSI at the end of the EA? I don't know what TSI is. How long have you had this account for? Almost 2 months now. So here in the history, you can see I made the first deposit on the 21st March. Yeah, and then I started trading. At the end of the name of the EA. Time, I don't understand the question, I'm sorry. What's your growth target? Is this your personal account? Yeah, this is my account. Or I mean, it belongs to my company, but yeah, this is a personal account. I do not have a growth target. I don't want to lose money in the best case. But I don't really, it would be great to outperform major indices like the S&P 500. But besides this, I don't really have a growth target. It's just a project pretty much. I want to see if I can be profitable with the trading and if I can beat like indices and stuff. But I don't really think it's good to have a target because I can only create the programs and set it up on the server, but I cannot really influence the markets that I trade. So I just have to take whatever I can get. That there is a TSI at the end of the name of the EA time range breakout on the chart DAX 40. TSL. Okay. It means trailing stop loss. So, so in this chart here, where I trade the range breakout EA, I use a break-even stop. This is why the name is different. I have this break-even stop here. This is why there is the TSL. This is my short form for trailing stop loss. So whenever you see somewhere TSL in some of my EAs, it's mostly a trailing stop loss mechanism, like a normal trailing stop loss or a break-even stop or something. Maybe your index long-only strategy would do well in the long term as the idea of long. Yeah, I hope that it can be profitable. We will see. How common is positive slippage compared to negative slippage? Are there certain methods to reduce negative slippage? Of course, you can avoid trading during news. You can avoid using stop orders at all. But of course, the ratio is more towards negative slippage. You will have a lot more negative slippage. It's just like if you think about it, it's just like how stop orders work. So it's super realistic that it's just makes sense that you will have more negative slippage because stop orders get activated if the price reaches it or if it jumps above it. So of course you will have more negative slippage. And if you don't want slippage, don't use stop orders. It's as simple as that. Does IC Markets Europe and Seychelles, I don't know how to say it in English, have the same spread trading conditions? I don't know. I never used IC Markets Europe, but IC Trading and IC Markets Global, they have the same trading conditions. Like this is, for example, IC Markets Seychelles, I don't know, IC Markets Global. And the trading costs here are the same as with IC Trading. But for IC Markets Europe, I don't know. I never had an account with IC Markets Europe. However, when it comes to using EAs to trade FX and gold, will probably lead to a loss in the long term due to spread and swap costs. Yeah, we will see. I mean, I have like this account, for example, I only trade Forex in this account and it's profitable in the last 6 years or so. So it can definitely work out for a time. I cannot speak for the future, but it's definitely possible to make money. So yeah, we will see. It's just interesting. What's your biggest project? I don't know. Like right now, maybe this account here. Yeah, maybe this account. This was my latest, biggest thing that I set up, that I worked on a lot. And since I did all the research, all the testing for this account, which was like maybe 2 or 3 months ago. Since then, I was not really working a lot, actually. It always comes in periods, or I have phases where I work a lot, and then I have time periods where I barely work at all. So I don't know. This is my latest, biggest project, I would say. And also GBP US dollar is really strong. Unfortunately, in this account, the range was too small, so it was filtered out. But in the FTMO accounts, here it's doing good. Yeah. It seems you are tired today, bro. Yeah, a bit, maybe. The good thing is that I don't have to be focused when I trade because I don't do anything. The programs just do everything. So I could even trade. I mean, I do even trade when I sleep, so it's not really a problem. René, I've been given adaptive function for MA crossover. Do you believe in self-adjusting EAs? Actually, I don't have a lot of experience with this specific topic, so I cannot really talk a lot about this. Have you reached 7 figures with automated trading? No. Like before I traded this account here, like this is the first time that I actually trade a somewhat bigger account. Before this, I was only trading this very small live account here, where of course I cannot expect a lot. I started this account with 1,200 euro, and now it's at 2,000 something. But yeah, of course it's not a lot. And now I'm trading this account, which is bigger, of course, so I can expect to make more profit or losses in this account, but I never made a lot of money with trading so far. We love the full energetic René. Yeah, I also love the full energetic one, but today it's just not available. Do you have an idea about Interactive Brokers FX costs in live account? I mean, you can read it on their website. They have this. They have a tier model also, where you can, if you trade a lot, you get cheaper commissions. So this is good. If you trade a lot of volume, it makes sense to work with IC Markets. Interactive Brokers, I think. But if you don't have a high trading volume, it does not really make a lot of difference. I think if you use a normal broker like the ones that that provide the MetaTrader or Interactive Brokers. What if you use a reversed stop order? I forget if it has a name. Maybe you mean a stop limit order. So you enter long when the price falls to a certain level. Oh, it's just a limit order. Yeah, then you don't have have slippage, of course. And you can make positive slippage with limit orders. Yes. Yeah, limit orders are definitely something you can use, but the problem is that if you have a breakout strategy and you use limit orders, sometimes you just miss the move because you cannot place the limit order. Like if you want to go long, you cannot place the limit order above the current price. That's the problem with the limit orders. Do you know neural network programming? No, I'm not. I never really worked with machine learning or AI or something. Why are you not using dynamic lot? I don't understand the question. I'm using a lot of variable lot size calculations in this account. So I don't know what you mean with dynamic lot. I don't know. Maybe you can elaborate. Hello, René. Hello. Do you suggest Python for algorithmic trading? Depends on what you want to do. If you want to do a lot of machine learning AI stuff, yes, then definitely Python. If you want to work with a MetaTrader and not want to use machine learning and AI a lot, I would not recommend Python. Then I would learn MQL4, MQL5, or whatever programming language you need for your platform. But besides the MetaTrader, I think most platforms, like for example the interactive brokers, Trader Workstation, they support Python, I think. So programming languages, it always depends on what you want to do. And then you just choose the programming language that you need for it. Is it possible to create a different website from MT5 by a custom chart that updates candle automatically? A different website from MT5? You mean a different platform? Yeah, there are a lot of different trading platforms, of course. In the Quant Data Manager, do you select your country's time zone, the one you're trading from, or broker? I use the broker time zone because, if I trade, I also have the broker time zone, of course. So I will choose the broker time zone as a time zone in the data manager. Like here, for example, it's UTC -7, I think, which is in the most common time zone, I think, for brokers for most brokers, I think. Yeah. Also, in about 10 minutes, the trades here in the FTMO accounts will be closed. Would be good to see a profit today because, like lately, there's just a lot of not good trades going on in the accounts. So it would be very good to make profit. Yeah, not too much going on here actually today. Just GBP/US dollar is it's very trendy today, but the rest is, I don't know, it's a little bit up and down. Oh, what's here? Oh, that's Euro/US dollar is also trendy, but it's normal that Euro/US dollar and GBP/US dollar correlate. Can a custom chart update automatically? Yes, it can. You can, like for custom symbols, you can just add more ticks. More ticks, and then it can update. What would you say is the most sustainable and consistent EA regarding the types of trading, or does it not matter? I don't know. I cannot see the future, so I do not know what the most consistent EA is. This is if I would know this, then I would just put all of my money into this EA. But the future is uncertain, so I cannot answer this question for you. But I think, generally speaking, short-term trading programs are not very stable, from my opinion, or from my experience, because of the trading costs and everything. But if you go to the higher time frames and maybe, to higher time frames or longer trades, then you have a higher chance to be profitable in the long run, I would say. If you're American and your broker is in the UK, you then select the UK time zone. I use the time zone that the broker uses. Like the broker does not always use the time zone of the country that it is in. Like, for example, like here, you can just go to any chart and see the time that it has. Then you have the time of the broker server or the trading that they use for the trading server. And that's the time that I use for the data, of course, because if I want to backtest the strategy, I should choose the same testing environment that I will then later have for live trading. I mean, it's pretty simple, I think. Yeah, I just choose the time zone that my broker uses in their charts. Hey, René. Hello. Do you update your programs often? No, I don't. Not often. Just if I think that an update is necessary or I have to make adjustments. For example, if I see that the program is not performing as it is in the tester, that's the most important reason for me to work on a program or to change something on the setup. I'm a big fan from Canada. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I hope that you like the videos and that you can learn something from the programming tutorials, for example. Would be great. What got you into automated trading? I don't know. I was interested in trading for many years, and then I realized that manual trading doesn't make sense. And then I got into automated trading. It's not a fancy story. Hello, if your balance curve is growing smoothly over time, but the equity curve don't follow this growth. I mean, there's a divergence between both. What do you think the problem comes from? Yeah, it means that your positions are not closed. So you have open losses. often this is for martingale or grid systems where you or any strategy that just closes trades only in profit. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a strategy that is mainly used by salespersons and marketers in the internet that want to sell programs. Indices have high swap costs, holding positions overnight and weekends. Does stocks have these high swaps also? It depends on your broker. Like for example, here with the IC trading or IC markets, the overnight holding costs for stock CFDs are not that high. So you can see here we have 2.6%, but per year. So if you hold a position for one whole year for 365 days, you would pay 2.6% on the invested capital. So it's not that much, I would say, but for indices, it's very high. Yes. I joined late, so don't know about the trade concept. I did not really explain the trade concept here, but if you're interested in how these strategies work, just watch the videos that I make on my channel. I made a video for all of these strategies already on the channel, so just look up the latest videos and you will find it. Would you argue that automated trading is more viable for profitability, or is it not as important of a difference? I think there's just no. I think manual trading just does not make any sense because, in my opinion, trading should follow rules. Like you should have a concept, and if you do not have a concept, it's gambling, in my opinion. And if you do have a concept and fixed rules, then it makes no sense to execute these rules with manual trading. In this case, you should write a program that does exactly what your rule set says for you, because trading programs are just more efficient, more accurate, and it just makes sense. In my opinion, there are few, if not no reasons for trading manually. Would you make a tutorial video about custom symbol that automatically updates in MT5? Not really planned. I don't really see that a lot of people would be interested. How often do you stream? Is there a schedule? No, not really right now. Right now I just do these streams occasionally. I had a time where I was streaming every day or some days during the week, but right now not really. What EA would you recommend for prop firms? I don't recommend EAs. I don't recommend specific EAs. Hello René, does it affect the test results if the broker changes the time in winter? If I select the time zone from the broker in Quant Data Manager. If you have the same time zone in Quant Data Manager with the same daylight saving time setting, like the same date when they switch to daylight saving time, then it should not have an impact on your tests. Yeah. About the gold pair, how many candles do you have configured in the EA for the breakout, and is there a specific time? It's not based on candles, it's based on time. I made a video about this lately on the channel. You can just look at it if you're interested. Just watch it. Have you tested GBP PI? I don't know what this pair is. But I don't trade minor pairs. I only trade major pairs because they have lower trading costs. So I never really tested any minor pairs. Yeah, I started watching your MQL5 training video from this month only. Thanks for the feedback. I'm glad that you like it. I've never heard the take. It actually makes sense. Yeah, I think automated trading makes sense. And in my opinion, manual trading does not really make sense. And most people who do it are just gambling. How to grab TradingView webhook? I never worked with TradingView, so I can't really answer this. What do you mean? if you use limit orders, you never have negative slippage. So you only have positive slippage, I think. So yes, you would have more positive slippage. I don't know if you can have negative slippage with limit orders. I don't think so, or not often. How do you know if the data takes into account daylight saving when testing over a long period of time? Bro, just look at the data. I mean, you literally have charts in your MetaTrader, and you can just compare the prices, for example. Like what I do is, okay, sorry, maybe the question is, it's not, like I will explain. Like for example, if I have like this chart here, and I know that the prices here and the times and everything, it is coming from my broker, right? Because this is a live chart. Then if I take the data from, let's say, the Quant Data Manager, and I applied the time zone and the daylight saving shift and everything, then I just take one chart from my live data feed from the broker, and besides this, I open another chart with the same symbol from the external data source, like for example the Quant Data Manager. And then I look at the period where the daylight saving time shift happens, and then I just compare the prices or the candles. And if it's matching, then you know that you have the same data pretty much. So it's really simple. Just compare it. Yeah. And do you have a summary of which currency pairs indices have been working best for you? I don't have a summary, but I uploaded a lot of backtesting results and also live results on the channel already, so just watch it if you're interested. Why do you prefer live account trading to prop firm trading? Because you have better trading conditions, like cheaper trading costs overall and better execution, I think. Also, do you continue to use the scalping project EA? No, the slippage was too high, so I dumped the project and I didn't really look into it again. Maybe, I mean, there are still people who use it. There are some people who told me that they passed challenges, that they made profit in accounts, but for me, back then it didn't work out, and I never really did more research. That's the story. Algo trading strategies will never be as profitable as you can program narrative, intuition. Yeah, but also if you do not have rules for your trading, it's gambling, in my opinion. But yeah, everyone has his or her own opinion, and that's the great thing about this world, because most people are free to do whatever they want. I hope so. At least that's how it should be. So guys, yeah, let's have a look at the closing of the trade. So, very lucky close here. This was a perfect exit pretty much. So yeah, the profit here was like, okay, 750. I mean, it's great. Good day. And yeah, here is of course the same, 75. And here it's a little bit less. And yeah, so good profit in these 3 accounts. Was also very needed because of the last few weeks. They were very bad. And then, yeah, maybe this account will open some trades soon. But I will end the stream now. And yeah. So also gold is really coming down, which is great for this trade here. But yeah, this trade will be closed in 50 minutes, and I won't stick around for so long. So I will end the stream now. Let me see if there are any questions. Yeah, not really. So okay, guys, thanks for watching. Also, I gave an update in the very beginning of the stream. I gave an update on the FTMO projects. Like here, I talked a little bit about it. I showed the FTMO metrics. So if you're interested, you can watch the recording of the stream, and especially the first few minutes. And then you will learn about the FTMO projects, because some people always ask for it. So yeah, if you're interested, just go watch the recording of the stream. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you liked it. And next time, maybe I can be here again with 100% energy. So yeah, have a great time. Bye. Or I don't know, since you are still commenting in the chat, maybe I can just turn off my camera and you can have your discussion, and then I will end the stream later in some minutes. Bye.